Ext Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar. Day. Bailey heads to her car. She has another ticket on her windshield. Bailey. Fuck! In Doc's rehearsal space. Day, Marcus, Doc, Jackson, and Desmond sit in natural light. Marcus.
I like the idea. We should host an event at the Navy Yard, generate interest.
A knock at the door. Bailey steps in.
Hey.
Jackson. Miss Bailey Pleasance, how are you? Hi.
Marcus, Desmond, y'all gotta meet Miss Bailey Pleasance. She's the real deal.
Doc and Bailey share a sweet, knowing glance and warm smile. Jackson Jones. Her sister owns Pleasance Bar and Coffee. Marcus. Nice to meet you. Desmond. Hey there, you here to rehearse? Bailey. Actually, I was just stopping by. Doc, we were fixing to head out for an art crawl. You want to join? Doc flashes his irresistible cowboy grin at Bailey. She can't resist to reciprocate. XT. Philadelphia Art Crawl. Night. In a montage, Marcus, Desmond, Jackson, Bailey, and Doc immerse themselves in the vibrant art scene of Philadelphia. They venture from venue to venue in Old City, each stop offering a unique experience. Doc's an urban country cowboy from head to toe in a cowboy hat, button-down shirt, jeans, and boots, all coordinated in sexy, stylish appeal. INT Gallery Exhibition Night. The group enters a contemporary art gallery between Front and 3rd Streets, filled with thought-provoking installations and abstract paintings. They engage in animated discussions. Text and 13th Street, Night. They find themselves walking down 13th Street and taking in murals between Spruce and Chestnut Streets. At some point, they gather in a colorful alley adorned with vibrant murals, each telling a different story. Desmond, with his expertise as a muralist, provides insights into the techniques and symbolism used by talented street artists. INT Underground Arts, Night. The pulsating beat of live music draws them to an intimate underground venue in the Callow Hill neighborhood. Philadelphians dig Doc's style as he hits the dance floor. They sway to the rhythm, soaking in the soulful melodies of local musicians, their voices intertwining with the collective heartbeat of the crowd. Spring Arts District, Night. Bailey's eyes light up as the group stumbles upon a lively street art pop-up event in North Callow Hill. Artists are creating live graffiti pieces for this rotating outdoor gallery, capturing the essence of the city's vibrant culture. Bailey and Doc play as they add their own artistic touches to a collaborative mural. The music we hear is what Buffalo Nichols would call authentic country house music. End montage. Ext Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar Night. It's just Bailey and Doc now. They sit outside the bar sipping coffee. Bailey. Seeing Philly through your eyes.
What?
Nah, it feels new.
What do you think of the artist neighborhood idea?
Bailey, I think it's brilliant. I just wonder. A beat. You ever think about hitting the road again?
Them days are behind me. Maybe someday just for kicks, but ain't planning on making it a permanent gig like it was before.
Would you ever tour with me?
No.
No?
No, I would, show me you can hold your own out there.
Bailey. Oh, okay, great. Bailey sips her coffee. Doc checks his phone. Text from Moss. Bailey. Everything okay? Doc hangs his head. Bailey's concern grows. Doc's frown turns slyly into a cute grin. He hands Bailey his phone. On the phone, an entertainment news video plays featuring Doc. Mixed through to Close on entertainment news video. A reporter reads the breaking news headline. Reporter Doc Jones' R&B heartthrob has changed his image. B-roll shows paparazzi pictures of Doc in Philadelphia. Reporter, Contad. The songster now has a country and western appeal as local Philadelphians say they've seen Doc Jones performing folk music. Local. Yeah, there's a hashtag. Anyone who sees Doc on the street or sees him at Pleasance or anywhere performing, we hashtag it. Cowboy Jones. Montage. B-roll shows TikTok and Instagram videos of Doc walking around in cowboy fashions and performing at Pleasance. End montage to INT, Bailey's apartment. Day close on phone. Nia FaceTimes. Nia, through phone. Ah! Do you see this? We're viral! Pleasance is trending, Bailey. OMG. Bailey's on the couch with her laptop beside her. She's in sweats. Her Vision Pro on the coffee table. Bailey. I know. Nia, through phone. Why aren't you more excited? Bailey. I don't know. Nia, through phone. What's going on? Bailey. Did you see any of the reviews of Doc's songs? Nia, through phone. What reviews? Close on phone. Bailey sends Nia a link. XT Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar. Day. Nia stands by the entrance. Close on phone, she clicks the link from Bailey. Mix through to, close on, YouTube video Clown House, a YouTuber talks to his followers. Clown House. Take a look at this clown. Pictures of Doc Jones in cowboy attire walking around Philly. Clown House. Conted. Who does he think he is? This bro has lost it. Go back to R&B, bro. Match cut 2. Ext. Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar. Day. Nia stops the video. Nia to phone. Don't listen to the critics. Nia walks inside. In T. Bailey's apartment. Day. Bailey lays back on the couch. Bailey. I don't know, just makes me a little nervous. Nia through phone. Why? Ext. Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar. Day. Nia resumes her post behind the counter. Nia to phone. He's Doc Jones. As long as you're with him, you'll be fine. I know what you're worried about, you'll be fine. She opens the cash register and performs managerial duties. IANT Music Executive Office. Day Moss doesn't look happy. He dials Doc. Second, Jackson and Denise's house. Day Doc Gardens. His phone lays on a table nearby. A little hand runs by and swipes the phone. Leon. Cousin Doc. Leon carries Doc's phone and brings it over to him. Doc, thanks, buddy. Doc accepts the call. Doc, Kant, to phone. Moss, my man. IANT Music Executive Office. Day Moss, to phone. I told you, you need a hit song. Ext, Jackson and Denise's house. Day Doc reacts as though he's received a punch in the gut. IANT Music Executive Office. Day. Moss rises from his desk. Moss, to phone. Do you have one? He leans in. Ext, Jackson and Denise's house. Day Doc swats a bug that's biting him. Moss, through phone. Because the critics are killing you out here. He sits his butt to the dirt and throws tools down. INT, Music Executive Office. Day. Moss takes in his view outside through his window. Moss, to phone. If you want to make this change, it has to be authentic and good, or it's not going to make a splash. He turns back to his desk. Exton Jackson and Denise's house. Daydoc exhales, his back against the fence. Moss, through phone. I'm thinking maybe we bring you back home to LA. The city of Philadelphia approved Wormworld to continue building. We lost this one. Doc, to phone. What? Nobody wants them there. Moss, through phone. I got some ideas. Bring, Bailey? Bailey. Get her to take a trip out here. Doc stares at the vines and blueberries. Some plants are joked out, dying. Cut to... Int. Home near plant. Day. Flashback. Ezekiel's stairs are an open kitchen window to an energy plant that spews toxins. On the ledge of the window are herbs that have wilted. Ezekiel, sweating, fans himself and removes the dead herbs. He turns to look over his shoulder at young Jackson and young Doc playing in the living room. Int living room continuous. Young Doc has made an eye patch out of a sock. Jackson. Is it fun living somewhere else? Doc. I don't know. I like coming here. Jackson. Maybe I can come with you. Doc's eyes light up. Doc, you could come with me everywhere. And every time we move, we'd be together. Ezekiel coughs. Snap! He closes the window. Cut to. Ext home near plant. Day. Young Doc picks up Ezekiel's compass from a display cupboard. It's a golden compass that looks aged but well-made, expensive. Young Jackson runs over to him. Young Jackson. You're not supposed to touch anything in the cupboard. Young Doc booty. A beat. Young Jackson. What? Young Doc barter with me. What do you got? Young Jackson. What are you talking about? Young Doc. I have something you want and I'll trade it for something I want. Young Jackson. I don't want that. Ezekiel walks in and the boys panic, then freeze. Young Doc hides the compass in Jackson's pocket. Ezekiel. You know, God has set eternity in the hearts of men. You know what that means? Ezekiel kneels down to young Doc and holds out his hand. Young Doc considers his options, then pulls the compass from young Jackson's pants. Young Jackson. What? He put that in there. Doc took it from the cupboard. Doc hands the compass to Ezekiel. Ezekiel smiles at young Doc. INT, Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar. Night, back. Bailey and Doc take up equal space on stage, both prominently center. They perform a reprise of Bailey's first song sung on stage with Doc as a duet. Bailey and Doc sing. We've got history. Why is our story such a mystery? Don't act like you don't know me. We built this house together. Just song. This is a reprise of the Afrofuturist country song with a double meaning for how painful it is to be unseen. How painful it is for your passion to be eclipsed by a more believable source. The topic of representation has a double meaning hidden in a story about divorce. This time sung as a duet feels personal to their pairing. The audience loves them, Doc to audience.
Bailey's got a sound, doesn't she? We transcend genre.
Bailey calmly takes in the love, Doc takes in Bailey's beauty. Doc to Bailey.
You're gonna take her from here.
Bailey to Doc. What? Doc begins to play the tune to the song Bailey first sung to him when they first hung out together. Bailey stares at Doc in his encouraging look. Her gaze drops to his enchanting fingers strumming and plucking. Bailey sings. Were you ever taught a song that felt so right but life destroyed it? Built of sand, a fairy tale in my hand. The shape of a dream in castles. Glassy eyes when the tide rushes in with the night. I am surrounded by a defining body that knows the shape of home. But if home's so well defined, why can't I feel it? It's intangible, this land I try to hold. When I thought this land was made for you and me, it's fluid like the sea. When I thought this solid land was made for me, it's fluid like the sea. The audience responds like no other reaction we've seen. Some cry and hold their chest, some hang on every word. Doc plays backup and supports with harmony, and they sound angelic together. Doc follows the soft lighting as it dances on her espresso brown skin as she plucks her guitar and bellows touching lyrics from the depths of her heart. A beauty. They complete the song and the audience applauds, but Doc continues to look on at Bailey. Doc catches her tap her pocket, and he sees the outline of the compass he gave her. His expression now contemplative. In at Bailey's apartment, Day, Doc and Bailey sit on the couch together. Doc wears her Apple Vision Pro. Doc.
I should have known you had one of these.
I find that if I have to work remotely, it engages me. I can be immersed in my work like I would be in a studio with, other people, flesh people, in real life. Through the Vision Pro, Doc watches TV, scans the internet. Are you looking at the Navy Yard party plans, or are you watching something else? Then he sees a headline mentioning him and Bailey.
Uh-oh.
What do you see? He selects the link by gesturing in thin air. Through the Vision Pro, a video praises Bailey's song, The Intangible Shape of Home. He follows a link to a social media page where her video has a high number of views. I've been thinking about the set list for the event. You hungry? Doc can see Bailey walk from the couch to the kitchen past the Vision Pro view as he searches all of this content.
Uh-huh. Have you seen how popular your performance of Intangible Shape is?
Through Doc's POV, Bailey's in the kitchen fixing sandwiches as Doc searches other social media sites to find even more impressive numbers. Yeah, I had to turn my phone off, from all the notifications. Honestly, I kinda just want to take a break. It's a lot. Right after the event, I just want to focus on my job for a while. Doc nods, but his expression reads, jackpot. Next, Philadelphia Energy Solutions. Day protesters meet outside of a tent. Jackson leads. Bailey stands in the corner of the tent. Jackson, we want all of you to speak freely. We're here to listen to what you want out of this community. Woman. We don't need more white people from Silicon Valley making it, so I can't afford to stay here. Bailey winces with guilt, listening intently. Jackson, we have surveys for you to fill out. We're here to listen. We're here to create real change. For you, the folks who live here. So we don't displace, replace, and pretend we did right by the neighborhood. Bailey hands out surveys. Jackson joins Bailey in handing out surveys. Jackson, to Bailey. Thank you for helping us out today. Bailey, no problem. A beat. Maybe there's a way our company can do something about the gentrification that's happening. Maybe bring awareness to it. Jackson, they don't care. Bailey, well, my company's pretty community-focused. Jackson, your company wouldn't charge outlandish prices to access information if they were truly community-focused. Bailey, they have to make money. Jackson, you don't think they have enough? A beat. Look, my father worked for oil and gas, and it paid for a comfortable middle-class existence and a stellar education. I get it. These companies take care of us, so we think. Bailey, I mean, tuition reimbursement, health benefits, good salary, and all remote, which I'm about to take full advantage of when I tour with Doc. Jackson stops in his tracks. Jackson. Oh yeah? When y'all heading out? Bailey. I don't know, I'm helping him plan this party. Then I think I just want a break to focus on my job. Maybe sometime after Doc opens the A&R studio. Bailey and Jackson go back to handing out surveys. Montage. NT City Office. Day. A city official, Mike Andrews, sharply dressed, sits at their desk, reading a newspaper article with a headline that reads, Revitalized Energy Plant. Doc Jones leads the charge. The official's eyes narrow with interest as they continue to read. He picks up the office phone and dials. EXD, Navy Yard. Day. Doc receives a phone call from Moss while working in the artist community. He looks serious as he listens, then nods. Doc, VO. You know, this neighborhood means everything to me. Cut to INT, City Hall Meeting Room, Day. Doc sits across from Mike Andrews, who is listening intently. Doc's expression is earnest, his hands gesturing passionately as he speaks. Doc, VO. My grandfather Ezekiel, he died from cancer caused by the toxins in that power plant. It's not just about preserving the past, it's about giving the future a fighting chance. Next, Energy Plant, Day. Jackson leads a Philly Thrive protest. Mike Andrews is there. He's upset by what he sees. Protesters block entrances. Neighbors are clearly hurt by the Wormworld decision. Doc VO. Black and brown communities. We've been displaced, overlooked, but we deserve clean air, clean water, a place to thrive. Act Navy Yard, Day. To contrast, the same Philly Thrive crew are energized by the efforts of Doc, Jackson, and Bailey as they listen to the neighbors and promise to obey environmental justice principles. Doc, VO. That's what this project is about. Some of us don't get to leave for something better when our home falls apart. Mike Andrews is there. From afar, he notices that Doc, Bailey, and Jackson are on the right side of history. Ext, Navy Yard, Night. Doc and Bailey give a little concert for those in the Philly Thrive group. The scene is organic, community-rich, warm, and folksy. Doc, VO. Some of us don't get to chase our dreams, so we plant them. Right at home, we steward them. We nurture them. Mike Andrews leaves a meeting, late, and notices the crew still there. He listens to the music, pleased by the sound and the scene of peace and community. Enter City Hall Meeting Room. Day. Doc continues, his voice breaking slightly with emotion, but his resolve strong. Doc VO. We want to create a space that uplifts. We want to listen to what this community wants. Mike Andrews, moved by Doc's words, reaches for a pen and the document in front of them. They scribble something down, then look up at Doc with a firm expression. Andrews slides the signed document across the table to Doc. End montage.